Were you not recording that whole time?
No, I was. I stopped.
Are you recording now?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Okay. All right. Back again, guys. We've got it Christmased up in here. I did not participate in that, but the woman in my life has decorated the place. So hopefully you guys get a kick out of that. Hopefully it feels cozy in here. That's always the vibe we're going for. That's why I've always got the dystopian fireplace going on. I do like to feel like I'm in grandma's living room. Okay,
Grandma's gym.
My grandma, yeah, grandma's gym. You know, if your grandma was cool enough to have one. My grandma actually did have a gym.
Really?
And it was she had gym equipment. And it was like those grippers, and she had like a couple like 5-pound dumbbells, and yeah, I remember fucking when I was a kid, I would do sit-ups and then I would use those hand grippers. But yeah, so she kind of was a gym bro. My grandma was kind of a gym bro, and she lived a long life. That's probably why. But anyways, we're here because you, like me, have a barbell problem. But you've realized I'm running out of money. I need to find a bar that I need to stop buying bars. So we're going to talk about the one-stop shop barbell for bench pressing, okay? We'll kind of get into all the nuances here in a second. But as the title suggests, it's going to be the Rogue MG-4CN narrow grip. The name is ass. I don't know why it would... Someone please tell me what that stands for. I guess MG is probably multi-grip, now that I think about it. But yeah. So let's go into the gym. I've got it all prettied up for everybody. I cleaned up in here. So, all right. Before we get into all of the, personal reasons I like it, right off the bat, this bar with the 9-inch sleeves, which I think is perfect for a small gym like mine. I want the shorter sleeves. And the black finish with one set of handles is $395, $400. It's $400 for the bar without any of the extra handles. And we'll talk about the handles here in a second. But basically, this bar, it's got everything you need in a bench bar. I mean, benching, let's not overcomplicate it. Benching is like the most fundamental, one of the fundamental upper body exercises. I know some people love it, some people, think it's overhyped. I feel like if you're hitting chest properly, you're always hitting some type of bench, okay? Some type of bench press. And frankly, straight barbell bench press I feel like is a very boring movement. I'm always hitting a horizontal bench press probably once a week, but it's I love switching it up with the multi-grip bar. If I'm ever having weak points in my shoulders or shoulder pain or wrist injuries I need to work around, or I'm just trying to hit the chest in a more interesting way, there's just nothing better than a multi-grip bar to kind of switch up the grips you got going on. So, a couple of things about this. Everyone's big on the stretch right now. Everyone's big on just stretching those muscles wide open, okay? Like, damn near, they damn near now want you to tear the muscle right off the bone to get proper hypertrophy. And fortunately, you're gonna get that with this bar because it's got that nice camber. You really do hit actually very good depth. Have you used this bar?
No.
That's because she's weak. This is a heavy bar actually.
I feel like it's a little.
This is very heavy. But anyways, I hit this bar all the time. So the advantages are quite clear. So we've got the camber, which allows the deeper stretch if you choose to go out that wide. I think it's an adequate camber. I don't think it would need to be any deeper. I think it'd be overkill. If you need to go in a deeper stretch, just get some fucking dumbbells and let your elbows touch the floor on your, whatever. Bring those bitches all the way back till they're touching your ass. Okay. So the camber's adequate. perfect depth. It's all the depth you need. What's very good about these, obviously, you can come in if you need to, but you can see that you can move these handles anywhere along the middle of the bar. I mean, I haven't counted them all, but anywhere you need handles on here, you have the option of doing that. So any type of, whatever kind of body size, whatever kind of angle you need, you're going to be able to get that. So, I mean, when it comes to versatility, if you're having issues with, you're like, I don't know if this multi-grip bar I'm looking at, if it's going to fit me right or it's going to be the right proportions, this completely takes care. That scared me. Okay, this completely takes care of that for you, because it's completely. I don't have the word right now. It's fully adjustable.
Customizable.
It's fully customizable. It's fully adjustable. It's going to fit any body type. So yeah, I mean, what I personally love is, you can. I've got the close grips here for triceps, which I'll do every once in a while. And then I like to go wider out with the grips. You can get straight neutral grips. I don't have them on here. I don't really see the need to have neutral grips. I believe I actually did have them in the past. I've got an extra pair laying around, and I've just always found that I want a little bit of angle to it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they come in it's like 12 degrees, 16 degrees, and maybe 22 degrees. There's 3 different degree choices for which handles, and they're just slightly, it's hard to tell in video. Each of these are different. They're slightly different degrees. But anyways, so you can, all different types of way to bench. I absolutely love this. Even sometimes I'll even throw you can actually fit fat grips in here. Let me just throw that in there real quick. Yeah, okay, there. So you can see it fits fat grips as well. That's something I've been into lately. I saw Eric Bugenhagen do that on his bench one time, and on like a recent video. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give that a shot. And I love it. We could probably do another video about it later, but I think the hidden secret to like eliminating a lot of weird elbow pain that you can't seem to get rid of, I have been using fat grips on so many different movements, completely eliminating my elbow pain. So I think that there's something that's really hard on the elbows about having a very closed grip while you're using heavy weight. And opening that up seems to take stress off the elbow, but we're going to cut that out because it doesn't matter. But, so look, the reason why, and I'll mention briefly, it's $400 for the base, for the bar with one set of handles they give you. And then the stainless steel handles I've got, each pair is $65. So this bar ended up costing me $600 without shipping, because I got three extra set of handles, 3 pairs of handles, which I thought was totally well worth it. The only downside is with this bar is that to change the handles, it does take a little bit of time. You've got to unscrew them. They're not quick change. It would be nice if they were, but honestly, I think this bar is so good, doing so many things right. I could care less about it being quick change. Like, I just appreciate this bar, and I've moved them around 2 or 3 times now, and I think this is the configuration I want most with it. Another movement you can do on this, obviously, I wouldn't do anything weird with this bar. This is mostly just for benching. I do think a good application though is I'll set this on the J cups on the bottom, and I will do weighted push-ups with it on the ground or hanging low, and then I'll be able to get a good stretch on the chest on the push-ups, because I'll be going down into the camber, if that makes sense. We should mention as well, as you'll see, I'm sure other channels talk about this, you do need to watch, you'll learn quickly that when you're benching, you just have to make sure not to sit up too quickly, because as soon as you let go, it's going to flip over. That is something you'll have to keep in mind. I will say some issues people have is that if there's only like one set of grips in here, it seems you do have to do a little bit of stabilization as you're benching. It's not as stable as just a flat. I don't know all the physics behind it, okay? But there is a little bit of stability that you're compensating for when you're lifting. I find that having multiple bars and multiple handles inside takes away some of the there's less instability when you're benching, but there still is some instability you're fighting against that is just not there with the straight bar. But it's never been anything that has bothered me. I kind of look at it as a good feature of the bar than something that would take away from it. So who should get this bar? Why get this bar over other bars? Look, I know I might sound like a bit of a rogue fanboy sometimes, and trust me, like I hate those guys just as much as the rest. Okay, or like it's not even that. Like we have some more expensive items here that are rogue, but then we've got a bunch of other stuff. Okay, that we'll get into as time goes on. But so far, I mean, Rogue truly just kind of killed it with this bar. The reason you should get this is just because it's the best. I feel like it just checks every category we've already talked about. Like, it's the most adjustable, it's the sexiest looking, and it's the most durable. Like everyone knows Rogue. Like the reputation. This thing is solid as hell. It's not. This is gonna last you forever. It's gonna your kids are gonna have it. It's gonna last them their whole fucking lives, unless you like leave it out in the rain all day for like 2 months. What I'll say is I have used other multi-grip bars, and as soon as I got this and used it, I was like, yeah, I never had to bust out any of those bars. I've gotten rid of the other multi-grip bars. The only one I have left that's a true multi-grip bench bar is that old football bar. And it's been sitting up there collecting dust, and I kind of just keep it because they're hard to come by, and I just think it's kind of like a classic barbell. I want to keep it. It does have an interesting, unique feature to it that this bar, like we go into later, but I exclusively use this bar for benching, for any bench variation. 100%. If you're looking for a multi-grip bar, just get this one. It's not even. I'm here to save you the bullshit. I'm here to save you the time. Just go with this. Go with the narrow grip bar. I would drop the money just to get the handles you need. So I'd say it's going to end up costing you about $600. And yeah, you're going to be satisfied with it. But I don't know if there's been some new companies coming out with. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. But if there is something that's cheaper, that does the same thing, then maybe get that. But this is the best I've seen so far. But yeah, the main reason why this is just elevated above the other bars is it's just the most adjustable, not only to accommodate the width of your shoulders, but the adjustability of the hand positions is unparalleled by anything else that I've seen. So yeah, that's why I love it. You can find the exact position that you need to be in. So yeah, that's it.